All right.
How y'all doing on this beautiful day today? And tell us how our audio and video be. Let me know if our video is blurry, because it should not be.
Shouldn't be.
Our internet's been working better and better and more better, so
Beautifully.
should help the quality. And I wanted to, might as well just open tonight with a question that I just got today from a very astute native from our website, a rather brilliant fellow. And okay, there we go.
Yeah, it's super
What happened
clear.
to the
There it is.
oh, it is clear. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Wild Mountain Rose, good evening. So one of our natives emailed me and asked me a question, and I won't share who that is unless they want me to share who that is, but they asked me, if you, Mark Edwards,
Dude,
how you doing?
that's devotion.
Hello
Right
from
there.
very windy Washington.
Awesome.
Diane Brodeen from SoCal.
Nice.
So he emailed me and asked me, he's like, if you had an employer that had a 401k match, would you participate? And I get this question a lot. Are we all country boys? We're about as country as you can get.
That's right.
Two Wild Onions Homestead. How y'all doing this evening? That's funny, because I think we mentioned y'all last week, and somebody asked me, so I linked your channel.
Yep.
Because you were, I think it might have been on your Instagram, it might not have been on your YouTube, about what the Maryland shenanigans is doing with the birds, with the chickens. But anyway, Carlos,
Hey, what's up, man?
Curly Q Stooge, how's everybody doing tonight?
Mom's
Hey Mo!
Mom's gonna be here in
Where's
about
Mom?
probably 5-10 minutes.
Where's Mom?
Yep.
So he
go on.
asked if, we said you got cool haircuts, guys.
Oh, thank you.
Looking sharp.
Yeah, we got him like 2 days ago.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
So.
So he asked me, if you had an employer that does a 401k match, would you participate? And I do. I work for an employer that has a 401k match, and I do not participate. We got out of the market in 2008, and we have not touched the market since 2008. Southern Florida. What zone are you? Are you zone 9 or 10, so that I can be envious of your tropical fruit growing abilities? Or
All you have to say is if you can like grow coconuts and mangoes. So go on.
So he asked me about participating in his 401k, and my recommendation is to get out of the market, stay away from the market.
Yeah.
You know, they want to tantalize you, and they want to allure you, one, with tax deferred appreciation, which is, you know, the feds have been flashing about federalizing the market for a very long time. I would say in a de facto way, they've already done it with TARP and all that good stuff. So, and all that cover up, you know, they had that big TARP to cover up a bunch of stuff that's worked really. Can't win if you don't play. 100 degrees in Arizona.
Man.
Wow. Yeah, I would not. I would not participate in the market when the collapse. I believe that probably the demo of the free market, if you want to still call it that, will coincide with the Fed, the digitization of the currency. It's just a guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, win stupid. What's the saying? Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. That's what I think about the market. So.
Mark Edwards said, "Do you sometimes wish you could see all of us too?" Yes, it would. That would be pretty cool.
That would be
if like you could
pretty
see
amazing.
Everybody on the live stream. That would be like.
We did like a Zoom.
Yeah, Zoom call. That'd be outstanding.
See you, Mike. That was quick.
That was quick. All right, there's another question from.
If Shroot coin were a thing, would you consider investing in it? I only buy beats, and no, I'm joking. But I think we made a Shroot buck reference, and somebody caught that one. But yep, look at that 10B. I knew it. Oh, great! It's 56 in Vermont. Well, Well, we feel your pain. Well, we sympathize.
Sympathize.
We sympathize with you. How's that?
But we
Okay.
don't have empathy for you.
No, we don't have empathy, but we do sympathize.
Yes.
I believe that's part of a new vernacular that they're
Yes.
trying to make us all
Oh
empaths.
man, that's like everywhere now.
We used to sympathize with people, but now we have to empathize. You know,
It's
we
awesome.
need to feel their pain in our body.
It's terrible.
No, we're not metaphysical here, y'all.
Terrible.
Just saying. It's about to drop to 32 tonight. That just sounds like great.
Where's Carlos?
Carlos, where you at? West Virginia or Virginia or something? Rainy and chilly here.
Oh, it's
Sunny
raining.
here
It's
in
gonna
North
drop to
Dakota.
36.
Been snowing here off and on. It's the first warm week of spring.
Wow.
Daggum.
First, man, of spring. Wow, we're already in summer.
Yeah, but I would not participate in the whole Virginia.
Okay.
I would not participate in the whole stock market thing.
No.
You know, it's a very long question, but I could, but I don't need to go into. Hey Charles, how you doing? Good to have Ivy Organics on
Let's see.
tonight.
Texas mom's coming, aka my mother. Oh.
You need us to scoot over. Or you need to.
I don't
Right,
need to
right there. That
It's
should
okay.
What's
that should
Mom?
work.
Shoot us some questions. Oh, did you tell them about the trust game?
We're just getting into it. So.
Well, we're getting into the trust game. If the last episode of the trust game talks about digital currency and Bitcoin.
and if you
all
don't know who
stuff.
that is, what is that?
True Stream Media.
Yep.
It's Aaron and Melissa Dykes,
Yep.
fellow Texans.
Yep.
And Divina said, "Good evening, Texas Mom."
Good evening. Good evening.
Somebody else asked us earlier in the week about Bitcoin, and the thing about crypto is it only makes sense to invest in something you understand, and crypto is very impossible to understand.
Watch
So-
the trust game.
Yeah.
and watch the trust game. And there's
It explains a lot.
who's the Satoshi? You know, Satoshi is the guy that wrote the blockchain, and he's like a Mr. X. Nobody kind of knows who Satoshi is. And there's white papers from 2000. There's white papers from 2008 that discuss the invention of a digital currency that would be anonymous, and then I think Bitcoin came out in 2016. So there is a correlation to it could be a psyop. Just saying. And so if you were going to do something, I would do something in maybe like pirate coin,
Or cows.
or cows, or I would buy dirt coin,
Dirt
Buy
coin.
dirt and buy
buy
cows.
dirt,
Buy
That,
dirt.
that like plays
I
in
buy
like,
dirt,
that song plays literally in all the country stores around
yeah,
here.
buy dirt.
Literally does.
like the
I
theme song.
appreciate. I despise the hillbillyization of Christianity,
Yeah.
but I admire and appreciate the underlying theme of the song.
Yes.
Yes.
Throw a little plate in the church on Sunday.
Okay. We don't have to hear the whole song though.
No, I'm not going to sing the whole song, but it does mock Christianity, which bothers
A
me.
little
But
bit,
I like
yeah.
the underlying buy dirt thing. It's very,
Yes.
very apropos.
There's a
as you say.
reason why it was like the second most popular YouTube video in like a couple days of it posting.
Wow.
So yeah,
Yeah.
it
What's
went
that?
on trending
Oh,
for
wow.
like almost instantly.
Everybody's trying to buy dirt.
Yep.
everywhere.
everybody
So
wants to
it's-
buy dirt.
Yep.
So let's recap the weekend because the week I think
Let's
we.
see. Do you have your phone?
Oh, do you want to do the week?
Yeah.
Well,
we can
while
do
you're
the week.
pulling up the week in video, we can talk about
Yeah,
this
go ahead.
weekend. So we got some projects going on. We just got back. Me and Miss Grace spent the whole day at the ranch. So she was riding her pony all morning and afternoon. So if my face looks sunburned, that's why.
Yep.
We've been there all day. Just got home, got showered up, and yeah, girl likes to ride her pony.
Surprise project.
This
Oh.
Is he referring to the cedar?
Yeah, the cedar project.
the
Yes.
The
Cedar
Woodland Mills.
project
Yeah.
is a magnum opus. So you're
Yeah.
gonna want to stay tuned.
Yeah, you're gonna want to.
It's probably like nothing you've ever seen before. Not trying to overhype it, but
You finally found us on Rumble.
We
Yes.
just got on Rumble.
We just got on Rumble today, so go check us out on Rumble, on our community page. There's referral links and everything. You can go through there and find us over there on Rumble. We've been trying to figure out, we've been trying to get on some freedom-loving platforms. So we are now on Odyssey, and now we are on Rumble.
And originally we thought we were going to have to upload to Rumble, but we were able to sync it. With
and it's
our...
beautiful. So now I can just upload my video on YouTube, and it automatically posts the description, the thumbnail, everything right onto Odyssey and then onto Rumble, which is just outstanding. And then the other one that I'm working on too is Locals too. So we'll be over there as well.
Well, it's really neat because Matt talked to a fella from the Netherlands.
Yep.
Who actually is a subscriber on Odyssey. He's not even on.
No, he totally.
Them tubes. Yep.
Yeah.
So that was pretty neat.
I'm gonna do a real quick update that we are restocking the honey again. So
sold out. Sorry.
Sold out.
We are sold out of our regular liquid honey, but
it'll be coming
standard
back.
Honey, but it is coming back. We're in the process of getting it all restocked for you. So stay tuned. We're just kind of like.
And there's still the creamed honey on the way.
There's still creamed honey.
There's still creamed honey, and there's still the pecan honey.
Curly's saying he can't stay out of the pecan honey.
Uh-oh.
So there's a glowing endorsement from one of the Three Stooges, y'all. How do you get a better endorsement
for real.
than that?
We can't do without the southern pecan honey.
It
so
is
there's
ridiculous.
there's still pecan honey, there's still creamed honey if you want that, but it's going to be restocked. We're going to be restocking it again. And this time we're bottling up double the amount. And then, so we're just trying to keep track of inventory so that way we don't like get way behind and then we have to take like a whole day or two in the middle of the week and like bottle up honey and do all this stuff. So so we bottle up a certain amount, we put it on the website, and then when it sells, we bottle up more. So, and if anybody out there is wanting to buy bulk honey from us in bulk amounts, please let us know, because we could probably work out a deal for that as well if you're looking for bulk honey.
Gary, appreciate y'all's haircuts too. Sputter Spark says they're trying to actively leave New York City. I believe they made like a couple movies about that, but I would escape. Yeah. I think Kurt Russell's son or one of those guys would. Kurt Russell, because Michael Douglas was,
There is
Kurt
no
Russell,
try.
Escape from New York City.
There is no try, only do.
Yeah.
Only do.
Crawl.
Don't try too hard.
Teeth and nails.
Yeah, drag your bloody stumps out of the
Get out fast.
concrete psychopathic.
We know people that have been trying for a long time.
Oh my goodness.
Don't try too hard.
Don't try that you hurt yourself. Just run as fast as you can.
That's right.
Leave whatever is holding you back. They can have it.
Don't look back. Don't look back. Be like
sacrifice it on the Babylonian altar.
Who
Okay.
was it who left his robe and plow burning on the ground? Come on now.
Elijah. Always get Elijah and Elijah.
Yeah. Leave it and keep running.
Don't look back.
You can sing that song.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's biblical.
So we posted 5 videos this week.
Okay.
The first one of the week was 2022 Epic Mini Farm Tour. I took y'all around the farm and showed y'all around the farm, and that was a super awesome video. Absolutely loved making that video. And we got some drone shots and things like that.
And you had a huge answer to prayer from that video because you got to talk to...
I got to talk to 2 awesome young gentlemen this week, actually. And it was a super big blessing to me. And they believe a lot like me, like very, very much so. And it was just, it was very nice talking to them. It was a breath of fresh air for me. The next one is 1 month Walmart grocery haul. You could probably talk more about that.
Yeah, so it's kind of funny.
Can I ask you a question? Why do you endorse Walmart?
I know.
I'm
terrible,
so sorry, guys.
terrible person.
New World Order.
There's so much better places like.
I'm so sorry.
Don't say it. Don't say it, please. We're gonna leave
nowhere?
there. Huh?
No, I'm joking.
Like, no.
All right, like nowhere.
It's kind of, look, when
You do what you can.
when we used to live up north, we never went to Walmart.
Ever.
Never. We never bought
Yeah.
anything online.
Never.
We never. We just didn't. But it really does depend on where you live, right? Is that, and I don't want to be kind of like, you know, a big weenie whiner about it.
Situational ethics.
But like, okay, when we go up to Oklahoma, where is there to shop or get
Right.
groceries? Like nowhere, right? So when we're here, like that is the place. Now we do, like tonight, we went and stopped and got a couple things for tomorrow for at our local grocery store. So we do support our local grocery store as much as possible. But when it comes to bulk stocking up, I just thought it was really interesting that regardless of where we got the food from, I just thought that the stock up was interesting because I'd have to go back and look at the last bulk grocery stock up that we've done. And I want to say grocery wise, fruit wise, and vegetables, I mean, how long has it been, guys? You'd have to let me know. I think it's been a long time. And what we were really missing was fruit. So I thought that was really cool just because we're growing fruit here. So Lord willing, that will...
Yeah.
And it's mulberry season, and we're picking like a gallon a day.
And
It's
the
like
other
a
thing
pick and
too
eat
that
kinda
you said in the video
thing.
and
Wonderful.
what you're doing right now is you said that you were going to start juicing
Yes.
every day. And how's that been going?
It's been going great. And our goal was just to juice 5 days a week, but somehow we got like extra or something. I'm not sure how it worked
So
out. But
that's
we
why
actually,
she's drinking juice on a
This
Saturday.
is the last of the juice. And
There's none left.
and the horses got a bag of carrots today too.
Aw.
So I don't know. But anyway,
Okay.
this is the last of the juice. So it's been going
Oh,
great.
come on.
Everybody's
Captain Crunch.
every
You are Captain Crunch.
This has got to. I think that Rick Belsky is
chickens.
meat chickens.
Meat chickens.
Meat
Stinking-
chickens, show yourself.
You stinking Captain Crunch. Alright, go on.
How Sonic?
Or some of you guys
Oh.
use the gallons. You pop them in your mouth and you chew them,
Chew
you
them.
swallow them, and you go, yummy.
What are they?
He wants to know what we're doing with the gallons
Yeah.
of mulberries. We're eating them.
Yeah,
Oh.
there's 8
We have
people
a very
here.
large crew here, y'all.
So, I mean.
I have a bucket on the table right now that I'm gonna probably make a little thing of jam. That's what I would like to do with
Yeah,
them.
that'd be cool.
But yeah, I just thought that was really cool to see
Mm-hmm.
that fruit was kind of like the thing. Like we have meat, we have greens, we have potatoes, but fruit, yeah. So that's encouraging.
He had a really big branch on one of the pear trees in the back. Had so many pears on it, it broke off.
Really?
Yes, that kind of stunk. But it happens. But it's we're gonna have lots of pears. We have lots of pears, but now we have about 8 or 10 different variety of pears that are right.
And
that
here's
have
the funny
pears.
thing too, that is, it really does depend on where you live, right? Because when we lived up north, we had a place that you could pick. It was called You Pick, and you could go and you could pick fruit, and we literally went there for like everything. We did in the fall, we did apples. In the summer, we did blueberries. And it was so amazing. Like you could go there and we did peaches, and you could just pick, and it was so cheap. And it was fun. It was a family activity, and you could get like big 5-gallon buckets
Yeah, it was
of
awesome.
fruit, and we could bring that home. And I was just thinking, like, there is nothing like that around here. They have U-Picks, but you're gonna pay more at the U-Pick
Probably double. That's or double or
than
triple.
you pay at the local grocery store. And
So
it's
there's not
just-
even any point in
it's
doing
like,
it.
so why am I gonna go and do this? I'm gonna pay more money, and then
Literally
we
double
are gonna all
or
have
triple.
to pick it. So it's just kind of strange.
It's super silly.
And then the other thing that we had up north, not looking back, guys, but I'm just saying it is regional. We had these amazing fruit and vegetable places. What was it called?
Oh, the where we would buy in bulk.
Yeah, it was like this massive like
You just
fruit
buy by the crate. It
and
was
vegetable warehouse. So
yeah.
Texas dad would go there every week, once a week, and he would just get boxes of fruit.
You
Like,
get
it was just,
mangoes like that.
like
It was,
huge
like,
boxes,
crazy.
crates, like 40, 50 pounds of mangoes and bananas.
Produce Junction is what it was
Produce
called.
Junction.
Yeah.
I'm sure you have different places like
Yeah.
that. That doesn't exist here, like
No.
at all. There is nothing like that. You pay through the nose.
It
for
wi-
fruit
it wi-
and
it's
vegetables.
starting to exist, y'all, in our yard. We're getting there.
So-
We have wonderful pomegranates, flowers, so
Oh,
hopefully we'll have
really?
some pomegranates. this
Just
year.
encouraging you though, if you live in those kind of places where you can go and pick fruit and
Yeah,
vegetables,
exactly.
or you can go to like a
See
huge
Carlos.
fruit and vegetable warehouse and load up on that kind of stuff, do that. Get it if it's a good deal, and then bring it home and can it, freeze it, preserve it, jar it up. That would be amazing. We don't have that option where we're at.
No.
The next video is what we eat in a day, our health journey.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Just sharing. That's a really easy video to do, and I think you guys
A lot of people liked it.
enjoy that. Just
Yeah.
seeing our basic meals. I mean, we eat very, very simply.
See if there was any questions on that video.
So, yeah, I don't remember everything that we ate in that day, but of course, I'm sure smoothies and juice were in it, and then probably some type of simple dinner. But usually for us, we just kind of go through our rotation. So one night we might have rice with meat and a vegetable and salad. Another night we'll have like pasta and meat and a vegetable and salad. So it's just kind of super simple farm meals. Did you see any questions or anything?
No, not that I could find.
So it's just basic. And then like, I mean, I have the lentils, I have quinoa, so I'll just grab whatever is in rotation and then we just make that.
You didn't talk about our inflation video. You skipped that.
Well, no, I was looking
going in
for.
order.
I was going in order.
From
how,
Monday?
How we were posting.
Oh,
yes,
my bad.
Yeah.
Oh.
So the next
You're gonna
one
mess it.
is protecting your survival garden. So that one was we were protecting it from. Somebody actually
The
left the
White
comment.
moth.
Yeah.
These little
And we do have
cabbage
BT
Yeah,
and several
white
people.
cabbage, butterfly, cabbage moss. Yeah.
Several
Yes.
people recommended BT, and we have 2 or 3 bottles of BT, so we'll spray them with BT.
Huh.
if that
They
does it.
said the lovage is wonderful in soups and stews.
Oh, super cool.
Huh.
Oh,
That's
you
awesome.
planted the lovage.
I didn't plan it yet, but in that video, I opened up some of our survival seeds that we were sent, and we'll leave the link for that probably in this video too. But we had these survival seeds, and it was just really wonderful to just have these, and they're all non-GMO. The cool thing about them is that on the back of each packet, it gives you the instructions not just for planting and harvesting, but also for preserving the seeds. So it'll say like, leave that alone until next year, and then it'll go to seed, and then those things you can leave in the ground. Like it's like, you don't throw away the packets. Like I want to like laminate the packets and put them in a little book or something, because
2 Wild Onions says chrysanthemum is amazing for pest control.
Okay,
You have to plant some chrysanthemums.
okay.
We love all the tips.
Yeah, I know.
80 Mars, hello Texas boys and Texas mom.
Somebody
hello.
else told me crushed up eggshells around the
Mhm,
bottom of the cabbage would help a lot.
The,
So
the BT will totally apparently
Yeah.
blow them out. You
the
can
ones that
buy
I
it, like-
covered up
Oh.
with the tools seem to be doing
Oh,
pretty
so I
good,
guess
but-
the chrysanthemum is a spray. Check that out.
I think somebody else gave me
I was wondering about Nugget there. James has kidnapped a very small wolf.
Yeah,
Crazy
she's
Nugget.
a small
She is. She's a very small
She's a
wolf.
vicious
she's
beast.
had a lonely day.
She's
because
1 million part wolf.
and she's a non-shedding wolf.
Non-shedding wolf.
Mhm.
The next video, the last one of the week, was inflation is theft. So
I
we can
think
talk about that.
Yeah, you were talking about.
Yeah, so yeah, we were kind of talking about that, about the 401k options and different things like that, and whether or not, and we Texas Mom and I were trying to convey a lucid thought while we were filming the inflation video, and little Tex came in about 10 to 12 times.
Literally.
And
Without
So-
Interrupting us.
it was very
And he was enjoying interrupting us. He was
Mhm.
yes, he
laughing
thought
about
it was really cool.
He thought it was really
Funny.
funny. He was like walking in the room, like singing a song or whatever, just being silly. So we had to keep chasing him out of the room.
Yeah, it was brutal. Just trying to have it. And what my whole point with inflation being theft is inflation is a different type of tax. Especially when you're in a progressive tax, when you're progressively taxed by your government, and then obviously as inflation drives up the cost of everything, it also does drive up your income, but it's also going to push you into the next tax bracket, especially with they, them, those that are running the boat right now.
Speaking of which, guess how much I just paid for gas? I filled up
How
the
much did you just pay for gas?
minivan today. $4.10 a gallon for the bare bones.
Where did you go?
I don't know. She went up. She
No,
went
We
somewhere.
went to
No,
the worst place
No,
ever.
I didn't.
We
It's
went.
$3.94.
We went today, and we got it for $3.99.
Well, I paid $4.10.
$4.10.
You paid $4.10 too much.
$4.10 too much.
Good area to start homesteading in Texas. Well, there's very few alligators in Texas, unless you're towards Shreveport,
That's big.
over there to Lake Caddo.
Well, no, there's alligators out towards like Grand Saline and.
Yeah, right.
I think that's a
One.
bunch of Bigfoot myths over there.
There's
One alligator.
alligators. There's
Very.
alligators.
It's like one
No.
5 foot.
What are the other
alligator.
things called?
There are
Cayman?
No.
Cayman.
No, there's
That's
alligators.
we don't.
Oh.
They have
$4.59 at the
crocodile.
month.
See, I paid that today for non-F though.
For non-ethanol.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're not going anywhere. We're just like
Nope.
hunkered down at home, like super duper keeping our miles. to
Yeah.
minimum.
So,
And
those big old F-150s. That's the only downside about driving them around. They get like 12 miles to the gallon, 14 miles to the gallon
Yeah.
max.
Well, you
Um,
got to destroy the. You got to attack gasoline because it is the most efficient,
Yeah, exactly.
effective form of portable power, and really, I mean, work and production is basically derived in power. So that's why, and that's the problem with solar and wind and all that stuff. It's diminishing returns. That's why they want it, because it's not, and we're learning, and you can talk to old Texas folk. They're learning that oil wells resupply themselves, so
Oh, really?
they can
No
turn an
way.
old well back on, and magically, it's magic. There's
But I
oil
thought we
there.
were gonna run out though.
Yeah. We were going to run out in 2000.
Oh, what's it?
Oh.
In 2000.
Well, they
we were going to run out
have
in
to-
2000.
I
Peak
mean-
oil.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
$500 a barrel. Remember that?
20 years ago?
20 years ago. Guess what? There's still gas, diesel.
Okay.
So.
Just subscribe to your channel.
So you can look forward to
Awesome.
this coming week. You're gonna see the project, the secret project,
Uh-oh.
cedar project, massive project that's been going on behind the scenes.
Yep.
You're gonna be seeing some videos on that. I'm gonna be doing a little girl's modesty clothing haul. I just got some new stuff for little Miss Grace, and I'm really excited to share it with you guys because I'm pretty excited about what I was able to find. So that's always cool. And then probably, another like what we eat in a day. We'll probably share some more of that. We always, usually once or twice a week, make pancakes. And then Buddy actually figured out that he can use the pancake recipe to make waffles. So he really likes making waffles a couple of days a week, which is really cool.
Cass G said, "Is there anyone in the Texas Panhandle? We are seriously fighting drought," and that's what one of our other subs mentioned.
Really?
And I think they're West Texas, and it's seriously hasn't rained.
Around here, it rained 2 nights ago.
Yeah,
1 night ago.
that's
But
scary.
yeah, that's always scary.
Yeah, and they do have drought. I mean, I know here it's
Yep.
happened.
Oh yeah, it
so,
happened in 11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It happened, and everybody had
yeah.
to sell their cows. So
A hybrid F-150 only gets like the new ones only get like 30
No.
miles to the
He's
gallon.
saying the hybrid ones that are electric. They get like, I looked into them. They get like 30 miles to the gallon.
And the gas ones get like 25. So
Yeah,
it's
it's
like
not a lot of difference.
It's
Oh,
a
not
lot
that much
more
different.
for the truck.
Yeah, the gas
Yeah.
ones are a 10
And then you're dealing with batteries going bad and motors and
Motors.
and then on top of that, a actual gas engine that, so it's like double the maintenance almost.
Yeah.
So in the short term, it's awesome, but in the long term, I guess we're gonna have to see what it's gonna be like, you know.
Yeah. And then how is that going to be when you like actually have to go somewhere far and you got to plan out your trip to stop and like charge batteries?
Yeah,
Well, hybrid you don't want to.
Yeah,
it
you don't.
charges
It
off of
charges
the gas.
itself. So.
Well, maybe the
I see.
government will restrict how far we can
Ooh,
go.
there you go. That's a good idea.
Yeah,
Let me write
and
that.
they'll tax us. So
Ooh, yeah.
I
And
think
you
they
have
want
to
to do
pay.
that. I think they're doing that in the Netherlands.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be great for the earth too?
Yeah, it'd be so great. Like
Oh, good.
you can't drive on Sundays.
There you go. Boom.
Yep.
That's
There you
actually a thing in the Netherlands that
go.
we
Yeah,
learned.
Yeah.
Oh, and what Ford doesn't tell you about the hybrid F-150 is it runs on premium. So yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
any savings that you might have gotten are gobbled up
Yeah.
in premium
You have,
gas.
yeah, I have
Yeah.
to run the premium to get the max amount of fuel efficiency from it. So,
Yeah.
yeah. If you watch Scotty Kilmore, he knows his stuff about cars. That's where we get all of our car info. And yeah, he talks all about stuff like that.
Let's see. Mark wants to know: are you going to get another James video?
Yes.
Yeah, if he ever films me, all I do is ask him, but he never does.
Oh.
Oh.
He says he's too busy doing
He's
stuff.
too busy working to film James.
I
Yeah,
work too
James is.
fast.
Well, you're
But
filming
James
the
could
current.
film himself.
Yeah.
You're filming the current project, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but if I film myself, then I go slower.
Downside. But
That's
Butterspark wants to know: is our pond man-made?
Yes.
And yes,
yes, very much so.
I was telling
it's man. I don't know.
Fuller Farms, he buried his tractor
What?
axle deep.
Oh.
The picture was on Instagram, and I said, yeah, that's where our pond is now. We did that too, and we've commemorated it.
We've
with
done
a
that
pond.
several times. So.
You're like, wow, it's really wet back here. How about if we just dig a
Dig
pond?
a pond. Yep, exactly. All right.
Right.
Yeah, and I think actually there's no natural ponds in Texas. There's only like one, right?
No
There's
natural
one
lakes?
natural lake, and that's
Lake,
Caddo.
Lake, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Lake.
I'm sure there could be natural ponds if
We
it
have
just like a
huge
divot in
lakes.
the
Little
ground.
ponds of water. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huge lakes. Are just
Kelly
not-
from Knoxville.
Yeah, Scotty Kilmore's really good. Scott.
Scotty.
Greetings from West.
Hunter! What you doing, Hunter? Lake. Yeah, not pond. Lake.
Yeah, not ponds. I meant lakes.
Lake.
How are the Kidwells? What do y'all got? Like 5 kids now? Smallholder Homestead. Good evening. How you doing? All right. Did I miss any? Robin says they're starting a homestead in Montgomery,
Awesome.
Texas. That's somewhere around here.
Good.
That's-
We need more homesteaders in Texas.
I know that's the
Yes.
crazy thing is every time I go out to town, I see more and more gardens in just average people's backyards. Like even in
awesome.
yeah, it's just awesome. And I was like, oh, that garden wasn't
Necessity is the mother of invention.
there. Mm-hmm.
And people are finally starting to realize
They're
that,
like, oh.
well, if it's not at the stove,
Mm-hmm.
how am I going to get it?
Yeah. Or if you just can't afford it at the store.
Yeah, or if you can't afford it. Help them to start seeing. We need a palm tree and a gazebo. I think we still have one windmill palm. It's in a pot.
Yeah.
I planted 3. I wanted that whole palm tree look when you come into the homestead.
I thought it would be pretty cool.
Haven't been able to make it work yet, y'all, on the palm trees.
No. Yeah, we got one little one on the front porch.
Kelly Gardner started her homestead a year ago in her late 50s.
Awesome.
It's tough. No, better late than never, Kelly.
Yes. It is tough. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Even though we're not like in the rat race anymore, we're not doing all the things, like we're not going to all the ball games and all the activities and doing all the, things. We're not caught up in any fast-paced life at all. But every day is just full. I mean, we just have so many things going on every day. So you kind of have to learn how to regulate yourself, I think, and learn how to stop working and just sit and enjoy things sometimes. Like today, we took the day and me and Grace went to the ranch and she just rode the pony and we just enjoyed it. And you have to purposefully make breaks and take time to actually sit and enjoy where you're at, because you will work yourself to death.
Yeah, you got to just take it easy. Somebody, 2 Wild Onions asked about chestnuts, and I had 2 rather large Dunstan chestnut trees, and I was super excited about them. And then for some reason, both of them died, and they were larger. I think the caliper was fine, and I don't think they froze, but they just didn't make it. But
how many acres do we have? We have 5 acres here on the little mini homestead. And do we have a grasshopper problem in the garden? No, because we have like 100 birds.
And we have canna lilies.
Yeah.
So you grow canna lilies, and the advantage of canna lilies, besides the fact that Texas mom loves canna lilies, and we literally have like 1,000 canna lilies. Literally. But the canna lily leaves are your sacrificial.
Now tell them that. Tell them the inside.
My canna lily. You want canna lily?
Tell them the inside
One time
joke.
I drove.
Yes.
Like, no joke, 100 miles.
For Texas mom.
Because this lady said, I said, now ma'am, do y'all got canna lily? Oh, canna lily? Oh, I got canna lily. So I drove 58 or 68 miles or whatever. And I forget where I went.
I didn't even know you was doing this.
I
just thought he was supposed to be coming home from work.
I called ahead, and y'all said you had canna. Oh, you said canna lily? I thought you meant canna lily. And I don't even know what she thought I meant or what they did have or didn't have, but they didn't have it, y'all.
And then I was like, where are you?
I'm
Why
like,
didn't you just come home
Texas
from work?
mom, I tried to get you canna lilies, but they thought I said canna lilies instead of
What
canna
were you
lilies.
doing?
And I'm there digging there.
He was trying to do something nice.
I was trying to be nice.
You were trying to be nice. That was the last time you tried to be nice.
That was the last time I said, I'm never being nice again. You and your canna lilies. Oh, okay. So we technically, I guess, don't have a grasshopper problem. But we could, and all the
West Texas has a lot of grasshoppers.
The ducks and the chickens love grasshoppers.
Yes.
So the birds help keep the pest problems down. The ducks completely eliminate the armyworm problem that everybody has. We don't have armyworms.
Everybody has armyworms.
Yep, we don't have armyworms, and we have very few grasshoppers. And we have tons of tree frogs, tons of all different kind of crazy tree frogs.
I just remembered, and
Go ahead.
A really cool little part of a video that's going to be coming out this week. Sit right there. A video that's going to be a part of a video that's going to be coming out this week is our new baby chicks. So,
yes.
Yeah,
that's
so what's so big deal? Texas
well, I
mom?
know it's like, what's the big deal? We're hatching out chicks every single month.
Yes.
But the big deal is that we're adding a new breed of chickens to the backyard flock with a purpose, guys, with a purpose. And we'll explain all of that. They are a dual purpose breed, and I'm really excited. It's a breed that we've never had before. So I'm really excited to get them, and I'll show them to you and talk about why we picked the breed that we picked. And there's so many great chicken breeds out there. It's kind of hard to pick, but we were looking for dual purpose and certain amount of eggs a year, and then certain amount of weight for the hens, so that way they'd be worthwhile. Last year, as you know, we added cochins. We added giant cochins to the flock.
Are you adding American Brise?
No, even though
She was going to.
I wish I was going to. Yeah, I found.
Are those the blue leggers? The ones with the blue legs, the chickens with the.
They're the breezies.
They like bleed red,
They're,
white, and
they're
blue.
the ones that Simeon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I thought you were.
Did you all hear that Simeon, that Swedish Homestead's moving to America?
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, Simeon and
That's
Alex is
crazy.
moving to America.
Yes.
Because they were in Sweden, then didn't they move to Germany?
Yeah, they were in Sweden. They moved to
Where?
Austria.
Yeah, Austria. That's what.
And then they were in Germany. Yeah,
Yeah.
but they come into America.
That's awesome.
Yes. Hopefully they
Is
can
Lord willing.
Okay.
here before.
Yes, Lord willing.
Woo.
Is 5 acres enough for a family of 4?
Beyond enough.
so
What can
for
you
a
do for
family.
animals on only 5 acres?
A lot.
Mhm.
You can raise 2 dairy cows. You can have 400 plus fruit trees. You can have a small tank, which is a pond. What
You can
else?
have honeybees.
You can have honeybees. You can have your own sawmill.
You can have
Yeah,
chickens.
You can have chickens, ducks, a garden, big old garden.
Yes.
Big O.
Now with the cow, you'll probably have to supplement hay.
Yes.
Definitely have to supplement hay. But
Unless
if
it's
you
all
have a
clear.
cow, if you could have dairy goats.
Or dairy goats.
We had goats.
Yeah,
We had sheep
whatever.
here.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can do a lot.
Meat chickens, yeah, anything.
A lot. And you know what? If you need more land and you want to have cows somewhere else, you can lease.
Yeah.
You could lease
Yeah,
land somewhere
leasing
else.
is totally a thing.
Somebody, Cass
Was
said, Texas Mom, have you ever read Managers of Their Home? Is that Maxwell's? Or?
I think it is. Is that Terry Maxwell?
We have Maxwell's.
If that's Terry Maxwell, here's a funny thing. Our personalities are total opposites. There are some people, sorry, if you have this personality that you are a really, really well organized person, you have the opposite personality as me. I am not an organized person in any way, shape, or form. Schedules freak me out. There are some wonderful, awesome homesteading YouTube moms that I watch their channel and I actually I'll have an anxiety attack watching their channel. I'm just like, I can't even, I can't even.
Property tax.
No. So our life here is very unschool. It's very free school. Thus, that's why my children are the way that they are, and that's why that they have so many different adventures and things going on.
Excellent.
We have a routine during the day. I have a standard of what needs to be done through the day for everybody to live clean and happy lives, but I don't do well with charts and graphs and stickers and I don't know all the things. The calendars, I would doodle in them. All the mom organizational calendars, I would probably draw pretty pictures in them and then put them in a basket somewhere and then forget about them. Am I right?
Yeah, I'm a big picture guy too. I'm not an organized kind of.
I don't do any details. Details go way over my head. So, yeah, all of those things.
Oh my goodness.
I could give a lot of people a lot of hope. I'll just say that.
Right, y'all.
All right. So the one lady said property taxes in this part of Texas have almost doubled. Well,
That's thanks to your bond bills. Keep
Yeah.
building them institutions of stupid.
the crazy thing is that our property taxes actually went down, which is
Yeah, don't brag too much
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
I hear the train a coming.
Daddy's gonna paint the house yellow and green.
yeah. We're
again.
gonna go back with the
Mhm.
Chevy
We're gonna
Chevy.
rip off
Yeah.
all the signs.
We might have to rip off the sign.
Somebody wants to know, where did we meet?
Oh boy, should we do a video?
Arifa Amos. Yeah, we should do our story again.
We should
Since
do our
nobody goes
story
back
again.
and watches the 1,200
No.
videos that we've already done.
Literally, there's 1,200 videos.
We met in college. That's the short story. But if you want the long story,
Wow,
we'll do a video.
that was short.
We're in Northeast Texas near Longview.
Mm-hmm.
What was the difference between calla lilies and cana lilies? I don't know. Maybe that was it.
Oh, that was it.
Calla lily or cana lily, calla lily. I don't know.
Oh, a cow.
Maybe that's what she was saying. I thought you meant a calla lily, not a cana
What's
lily.
a
Yeah,
cow?
I bet so.
I do. Of course they had that.
It's kind of funny because sometimes people have a hard time understanding us, and then we have a hard time understanding them. So it's, yeah.
Junior, you want to say hi, Junior? Junior, see you.
He said hi. Here he comes. He's eating chips.
He's eating chips.
Bob.
Did you figure out what
What you're
going
going
to
to plant in your open space.
I kind of planted them all. We did sweet potatoes in the ground, and then there's a big space in the back that's going to be where the greenhouse is. We tried
See,
to.
she knows. She said I lived in Mount Pleasant for 7 years. Kind of like.
You
It wasn't Mount Pleasant. I don't think that's where I went though.
You could interpret
It was
that.
far much
Kind
more.
of Cadillac.
So it's going to be the greenhouse, that back open spot. in the garden.
No, in Marshall they
Be
go.
nice.
Dude, a boo, a
Be
go
nice.
go go boo.
That's not nice. We have friends in Marshall.
We do.
He's not nice about
We
anything.
do.
Do y'all find
not my
your
friends.
lifestyle exhausting? Yes, it is exhausting. You have to be able to do the most important
You
things.
gotta drink a lot of coffee.
If you can do 1 or 2 tasks a day, you have to really just say, okay, I did that. It's better than it was. That's my thing.
We
I say
talked
that a
about
lot.
this in our inflation video. You know, the reality is if you were paying for if you were buying real food, it would be
Yeah.
expensive. So,
Yeah.
and since it's very difficult to find real food, you have to grow your own real food, and it takes a lot of time, effort, and
And
energy.
they're saying it seems like a lot of work. Well, it's very rewarding work,
Yeah.
which is absolutely
Yes.
awesome, too.
Yeah.
And every year, you get to do less and less
It's
work,
less,
which is
right.
kind of nice.
Like once the fencing is up,
It's
okay,
up,
The fencing
like it's
is
up.
Yeah.
It's good for 20 years.
You do the
or
fencing
more.
once. Yeah, and if you have to patch it. Or,
Yeah, then
Yeah.
whatever.
But like the orchard is fenced. Okay,
the
that's
orchard
done.
is planted. Okay, it's planted.
it's
We're good
planted.
for our lifetime now.
Right now,
you know?
like as trees die, you replace
Yeah,
them,
you
or
replace them.
you prune things. You know, you have maintenance,
Look
but
over here.
that is the really rewarding
like
thing.
it,
I
feel
think
that.
is that a lot of things you do the work once, and then you reap the rewards of that.
You're in the middle of New Hampshire. Oh,
Sorry for you.
I'm so sorry. So sorry to hear that.
Our condolences.
Vicky likes the garden with cloth containers in the
Okay.
cucumbers.
Thanks.
Do we
Vicky.
raise stock? Well, like livestock, yes.
Yes.
We've had mostly all manners of livestock. We've
Yep.
had goats. We've had sheep.
Pigs.
We've had pigs.
rabbits,
We've had rabbits.
quail,
Quail.
guineas. We've had
Guineas.
a goose.
We had a goose.
Yeah,
Steve-O, we had a goose, Steve-O.
We had a goose.
We had Big Boy is
big boy.
Mark said hi, Junior.
A big boy is not a boy. She's a girl. Her
Well,
name's
big-
Coco. Oh, the
No,
goose.
Big Boy.
The goose.
Oh.
The
The
goose,
goose.
that's goose is cooked.
Oh.
And we've had a donkey,
Oh.
and we still have a donkey. Yup, donkeys. Yup.
Yep,
Cows,
one donkey, Steve-O.
Cows, ponies, horses.
What do we do? I love the homeschool questions. What do we do to help socialize our kids?
Dude, our kids are.
Get on a
Have you
live
ever
stream.
have you ever been to public school? All right, there's not a more disgusting place. If
Hey.
you want to socialize your kid, like if you think your kid's like a Q-tip,
There's so many.
and you would dunk them in a toilet that's been used, that's sending your
For
kid
hundreds
to
of years.
the public indoctrination camp. All right.
There's so
How do
many.
you socialize?
There's
them?
so many.
We live in a world with people, and we have neighbors,
Yeah.
and
And a
we go to the
town,
hardware store.
And a community. Yeah.
I mean, we
you
were hanging out with our
socialize?
neighbors today. I met both.
Most of the day.
I hung out with both of my neighbors today. and
Yeah.
they're
That was an
awesome
honest
people.
question. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Well,
okay.
forgive my sarcasm, but I am kind of sarcastic.
He said it.
I just-
He was a gander.
Our kids are super social people, so
Yes,
that's-
because because you know what socializes your kids. You don't have all these Black Mirrors and idiot devices, and you don't have like
Yeah.
PS3s in their bedrooms. So
Yeah.
like
And Xboxes.
we actually like do stuff together. We talk. We work together.
Yeah.
We play together. We vacation together. We do
Yeah.
fun stuff, and that's like socialization.
And when we go on vacation, we don't have to spend triple the price because you have to wait for your kids to be out of school.
There's a big upside to homeschool. Because we were looking at those places in Oklahoma, and when school's out, man, it's triple the price trying to find places to go on vacation or any places in general, just to go and relax. Favorite farm animals so far? I would say it would be tough because between the horses and the longhorns. So those are my two favorite.
That's not what I thought you were going to say.
What are we going to say?
I thought you were going to say your Pyrenees dog.
Oh, well, them too. I know it's kind of tricky.
Yeah.
The whole
Wilmer, hey Wilmer, where? Wilmer is in. Wilmer, are you in Denmark? I don't know if Wilmer's in the Netherlands.
He might be. I forget.
Let's see. There was another. Oh, somebody said it. Have you ever read Joel Salatin's books? You Can Farm. The FS boy with the super chat. Thank you, FS boy.
That is the first super chat in 3 years.
Yes, you broke the stymie.
You did.
Yeah.
Thanks, FS boy. I think FS boy is in Oklahoma, which would explain the super chat because Oklahoma people are awesome.
Yeah.
We
Oh,
do
yeah.
love Oklahoma.
Wilmer is in the Netherlands.
Boom.
We
He's over there with Pete.
Yep.
We
I
love
just talked to
Oklahoma.
somebody. Yep.
And we love Arkansas.
Arkansas,
If you're looking at
Oklahoma.
places to relocate.
Okay, so let's see here. Where and there was another.
There's a
corn.
couple.
Yeah.
I think.
So I was. Somebody mentioned about Joel Salatin's books. You Can Farm. I listened to a very great talk that Joel Salatin did 7 years ago at Permaculture Voices, and it was called Layering Fiefdoms, and it was incredible. I highly recommend it. I don't know if I could post it in the. Susan Fullerton coming in
Oh, nice.
with another super chat. We're breaking all
Wow,
of the.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much. We appreciate
That
Thank
is
you.
so sweet.
it.
Hey, don't forget, go over to TheTexasBoys.com too and check out what we got over there.
We got some new T-shirts.
We got
We got
T-shirts.
lots of new T-shirts. They're less than $20.
It's a cool way to find something
Yep.
little. There's individual bars of soap over there.
Yep,
All of
super
our
awesome.
soaps for
There's
the
like
spring.
blueberry jam soap, and I've been using that, and it's like outstanding.
Yes. So you can
Super
just.
good smelling.
That's a cool way if you want to give back.
Yeah, exactly.
And we
Yeah.
can give you something.
Exactly.
We really like doing it that way.
Yeah.
Yes, but go on Permaculture Voices on YouTube, and it's Joel Salatin, and I think it's called Stacking Fiefdoms. And listen to that. If you have kids, listen to that. Okay.
Go ahead, give them a little recap.
It was excellent. I mean, he was just talking about when they started their farm, and he talks about how to engage your kids in the process, and then basically he explains how. I mean, his kids got married and stayed on the farm, and they still
Yeah.
work there, and about creating revenue, and it was par excellence superb. It was a very good. Very good talk. I think it was like an hour and a half long, but it was excellent, and it was very. There's lots of great information. And Joel, before I had ever heard or read anything of Joel Salatin, he's kind of a kindred spirit, so to speak.
Yeah.
He's much smarter than me, though. Not that hard.
Fran, I'm going to ask you a question. Fran Moyer, so do you live on a homestead or do you have a little backyard farm or anything like that? You're
Stroop waffles.
Do your kids want to dance or clubs?
No.
No.
And you know why they don't want to? Because they can't. Because they're not allowed. Yeah, you like that. How's that's easy, huh?
Joel,
And we're in the country. There are no dance, and there's no clubs, and there's no discotheques.
Oh my soul.
That's why we live in the country.
Yeah.
But there is those little like
Gambling houses.
yeah,
The sweepstakes.
sweepstakes, baby.
Are you really tempted to
Are you
go
tempted
there?
to go to the sweepstakes, boys?
looks like they make a lot of money there.
They make a lot of money. People lose so much money there, it's not even funny.
Chess club or
5 acres,
baseball?
razor.
Do you want to go to chess club or baseball?
You know, there's actually that one gambling house. They sell all you can eat fish 24/7.
No way, really? 24/7.
I know.
Oh wow, 5 acres and you raise your own meat and garden and can. Wow, you guys
I
got
like
rich.
it. See, you can do that on 5 acres.
That's right.
Right? Right, Fran? Was that Fran?
Yes. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
See what you can do on 5 acres?
Super cool.
Playing baseball doesn't get you anywhere in life, and that's the same with football and soccer and
Yeah,
tennis.
games are great. We're all
Yeah.
into games. We play games
Yeah.
and all that stuff. But
But-
organized sports is kind of
No.
dumb in my opinion. And I was a sports ball head, so I can speak
Yeah.
to all it did was like make all my joints worthless.
Exactly.
And it serves no purpose. You know, people think that they need sports ball because it's going to teach you discipline and it's going to teach you how to be a team player, but you learn all those things
In a family team.
The
Yeah.
reason, you know, people want to farm their responsibility and they want to farm their kids out, and they allow their family to be so fractured and they're all
Yeah.
alienated one from another. So they need these different things to socialize and to integrate and to activate. And my kids need to run around. Well, have them, I dug a ditch all day. That's what I did.
Yeah, I mean,
Said
and
baseball is more-
they make things and build and they learn how to ride horses and rope and do fun,
Yep.
real stuff, go on trail rides for a whole day straight, and like they just do whatever is on their list to do that day.
Yeah.
It's paradigm. You know, the problem is people want to live a different life with the old paradigm, and
Right.
the problem is the reason that the old system isn't working is the paradigm is
Right.
broken. It's just like the right-left paradigm.
I was thinking that when we did our video,
Fish and chips.
there's some people I think that they want to move, but they want to have the same lifestyle that they
Yeah.
have now somewhere else. Like, so a lot of people contact us and they ask that, like, oh, well, is there this and this and this and this and that around? Well, no. And well, then what? Well, then what do? We do other things. We don't do all of those old things that we used to do. We didn't want the life that we had before. We wanted something different for our kids and for ourselves, and we didn't want that life anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying there's anything wrong
Right.
with taking the kids and going and having fun and doing something, but that's not like our weekly or daily life is like, let's go to chess club and
Yeah,
let's
and the
go
whole-
to baseball.
yeah.
Like, that's,
Yeah.
if we did that, we would have no time
We
for
have
our
no
life
time
now.
for our normal life. We would have to eat out. We would have to
Well,
do
that-
all those type of things.
You know, that was the problem. We didn't want any of that. So that's why we, observe the masses and do the opposite. If you don't want what they have, you're going to have to live like they don't live. And you're going to have to live how most people don't want to live. Hey, I can't say that I enjoyed or was fulfilled like working all day and coming home and plopping on the couch and watching Sports Center till 10 o'clock at night. But it's easy.
It's very
It was
easy.
super easy. And I would go to the gym at lunchtime so I didn't look like a big fat slob and I didn't look like everybody else in ESPN. But it's super easy.
Yep.
But it's completely empty and
Right.
void.
So, I mean, what we do is we have like a lifestyle, like a vacation at home
Yeah.
mentality, a lifestyle that we want to make the place that we're living at our place. This is our homecation every day. Like
Yep.
the kids said the other day, they told the neighbor, starting when it gets warm, summertime, it's like living at summer camp every single day.
That's what it is. That's what I feel like it is.
I mean, they're camping out, they're building stuff, they're doing stuff.
We're
they're-
sleeping on the back porch. We're playing in the pond.
Right. So, but that doesn't say that we don't, like, if we have the means, we try to plan like at least 1 or 2 family like vacations a year and
Yeah.
try to go away and have some experiences off the farm.
Yeah.
We just took the kids to a little rodeo the other night and that was super fun. But we try, and some people have that within their means and some people don't, and that's not a necessity, but like, last winter we took the kids away and we
Yeah.
did a little beach vacation with them, you know, and we'll probably take them away again. And we really enjoy going up to Oklahoma. But we went on a road trip for 2 weeks last year,
Yep.
and went.
We're going on a little trip in a couple weeks here soon.
So
To the Oklahoma.
So
Yeah.
we try to do those things too, and get in those little breaks and getaways, and just get to relax and not think about all of the projects too. You know, because when you're home, you kind of do think about the projects.
Yeah. Oh, if you're home, you're just gonna do.
Yeah. Do.
That's all of our
I mean,
personalities.
we have like 80 projects simultaneously, and then in the middle of the 80 projects, we'll
Sprinkle
start
in.
another
Yeah,
project.
sprinkle in some more.
And then
James
I'll-
was ripping apart the side by side. He's gonna like rebuild the exhaust or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Well, what was wrong with it? You know exactly what was wrong with it.
The gasket socket, the metal gasket sockets are all roached out that are going in it, and the manifold that comes out of the head.
So it's for the exhaust. So the
That's a
engine,
whole
we
lot.
could run it. The thing is that it
Somebody
literally.
saw your buckle, Matt.
Uh-oh. I'm gonna have to show you that, huh? So, it literally sounds like it's straight piped, the UTV, and we were over at our other neighbor's place, and he has a UTV, and it sounds beautiful because it's so quiet, and we're like, dude, something has to be wrong. Something has to be wrong with, ours. So, he took apart ours, like took off the seat and everything and looked at the engine, and he's like, you feel that air blowing out of here and whatever. So said just take these certain parts off, and
Yeah,
James was able to figure it out.
I ordered all the parts.
So Buddy has joined the
Buddy's in the house. Mark, I know
Buddy
Mark.
in the
Mark was
house.
asking about Buddy.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, we're
Buddy's
not-
gonna be a much country music star.
We're not-
I don't think so.
I hope not.
Cass G said the Texas Homeschool Coalition can help us find groups and co-ops. We know of several homeschool groups. We're not part of any homeschool
Yeah, they're like a
groups.
bunch of public school kids that get together.
Well,
I know
The
Yeah.
most disturbing thing about same thing with Christian school is it's this disturbing thing is, and it's the paradigm. You know, it's like we're going to
Yeah.
pull our kids out of this system, but we're going to then recreate the system outside of
Well,
the system, and
I mean-
somehow it's going to be better.
Yeah, and I mean our neighbors homeschool.
Yeah.
And I mean we have lots of socialization opportunities. A homeschool co-op or club or whatever isn't gonna like, it really doesn't fit into our life, and I'm not downing it. Like
No,
it
no.
works for a lot of people, and somebody said something about people who put
And
their
I
kids in
I would probably go to a
sports.
homeschool co-op thing if there was like real farm kids there that would go there.
Right.
But they're all a bunch of urban city slicker kids, and they all hate their homeschool,
Yeah.
or they don't, or they just all talk about video games and
Yeah.
all fake,
It's a shame.
you know,
I mean, it's
silly
just-
stuff. you
And we
know?
don't,
wish
when
it
we
would.
have time to go to a
Right.
And
we don't
Mhm.
we
have.
don't really have that much time
I mean,
too.
if you have free time, what are you gonna do?
See, and this is what Joel Salton talked about, and I think there's such value in teaching your kids trades and helping them develop business ideas because one, it's very fulfilling. Two, it's they can find different things that they love and enjoy and invest into that and create a return and a revenue off of that, and it replaces all that other dumb stuff, all
Right.
this empty, retarded video games and like, you know,
That's
just
the hard thing is that a lot of the homeschool groups, we've met some nice people in homeschool groups down here, but if trying to find people that are similar in interests, you know, just because you homeschool don't mean you're gonna be like
No,
best
no,
friends.
absolutely
you know,
not.
It's just like putting a bunch of public school kids in a room
It's like
together.
Brother
It's like-
Jacob.
yeah, you're not gonna necessarily hit it off. So we have our own little family culture. We have our own community here. We are not like isolated or deprived in
No.
any way. So
Yeah, somebody's been asking how old are we? So I'm 17. How old are you?
14.
Dude, James
14.
is worse
And
than
I'm
me.
23.
And Buddy's
Bu-
23.
Buddy's 23.
23 going on 12. No, how old are you? 13, right?
13.
13 or
Show 'em
14.
your spurs that you made, bud.
Oh,
Yes.
Buddy, show them your Spurs. Okay, here,
Okay.
take
Buddy
your
made
Spurs off.
Spurs.
Get your Spurs.
It's gonna be
Now
show
check this
and
out.
tell. And
This is
he-
gonna
Show and tell.
Buddy-
Show and tell here.
Buddy rode his horse all day.
Don't show them your socks, buddy.
All day.
Don't show them
You show
your
him your
shots.
belt buckle.
Yeah, well, we'll first
Oh,
show them the belt.
okay.
Show them Buddy Spurs and then.
So what happened was our neighbor was telling us that we could get these spur kits and we could weld up our own spurs and they give you all the parts too. And Buddy went out of his way and he's like, I don't need an $80 spur kit.
I don't need no stinking kit, man.
I'll just make it myself. So go ahead,
So
show
go
him
ahead,
up
show
close and
Show
tell him
'em up close
everything
and
that
tell
you
'em-
did.
Tell them how you made it.
So I found a piece of metal in the woods, and then I just curved this to the right
Yeah,
shape.
get it closer.
Sit
Yes.
down.
So I just
And spin
curved
it.
this part to the right shape, and then I cut out these with a hacksaw, and then I just welded these together, and we bought these. They were like $6 for the two of them, and I just
Yep.
And these are
Show him
structural screws, right?
show him the leather part with the screws. How you
Yeah,
did
show
that.
him
yeah,
how
and
you did
then we got star bit screws from the hardware store, and just
Yeah.
cut them off
Torx,
and welded
yeah.
them there.
Torx, yeah.
Yep.
You welded them on there. Show them the leather part, how it holds it down so it won't flop.
Here.
Oh, and then
On the
we
bottom.
got-
Yeah.
And
There
then
you
I
go.
bought these heel straps and then just soaked them in water and stretched them on there. So
All right, Buddy. Buddy's
There
a
you
creator.
go.
Were pretty impressive.
Yeah, very impressive.
That was
Pretty,
like a maybe 2-day project in his
Yeah.
spare time this
No,
week.
Buddy is not his actual name, but we all kind of, even off camera, we call him Buddy.
because
anyway.
he's our buddy.
Yep.
Because Buddy's a buddy. And it is hard. It's not. I mean, life's hard, and a fulfilling family is hard, and having an active, positive family dynamic is
Yep.
everything in life that's worth having and achieving is incredibly hard. Because the opposite of life is death, and it's God versus Satan, it's good versus evil, and none of it's easy. Like resisting your flesh and living in the spirit is hard, and it's active, and it requires work, and it requires diligence, and it requires patience, and it requires long suffering, and it's hard. Yeah, it's hard, and we're not perfect, and we goof it up. What do you guys say?
No, that's okay.
Wilmer was saying, excuse me when I'm wrong. I once thought someone who's actually in his 70s was 95. Ha ha.
Hey, Wilmer, is that a shot at me, buddy? No.
He thinks you're 42.
Oh,
By the way.
thanks, Wilmer.
Yeah.
I like you more now.
Yeah, he's actually 71, actually.
I eat lots of green juices. No. Okay, what's going on?
Everybody's saying, great job, Buddy, on your spurs here. All right, thanks for clarifying, clearing it up. Yeah. Somebody said, do we ever feel lazy?
Do we
that
ever
was
feel
Wilmer.
lazy? That was Wilmer.
Of course we do. Especially if like a little bug goes around.
Yeah.
Like if everybody kind of
Yeah.
gets sick at the
And
same
you just,
time. which
yeah,
is
you from going from like full on just work, and then when you know that you have to take it easy, and you don't want to overdo it because then you'll get super sick, you do kind of feel lazy,
Yeah. And then Christopher Ovar, and I'm backing up
Okay.
here, said, is it possible that people put their children in multiple activities? I'm going to answer this one.
Go ahead.
As a distraction away from their family, reading
100%.
God's word, even if they aren't aware what they're doing.
Mm.
I'm going to say, you know what? I think that people that live in developments or
Well, that too, yeah. There is
neighborhoods.
different situations.
I
yeah.
don't think that
Yeah.
I think they want to do what's best for their kids and
Yeah.
keep them busy and keep them
It's for the
active in
kids.
things. And I think they don't do any of that intentionally. I think they probably have very good motives.
I'm trying to read here.
If you're in a neighborhood or development, there isn't a lot to do in your little postage stamp backyard. Like, your creativity as a kid, I mean, go stand out there. What are you gonna do? There's nothing to do. So then what do? You end up being like a couch potato or on the computer or, vegged out playing video games or whatever, because there isn't anything to do. So these organized sports came about because of government school schedules, 2 parents working, trying to keep the kids out of trouble, trying to keep them busy, you know, trying to keep positive things going on in their life so they wouldn't fall to the negatives. But it's a synthetic system. I mean, I don't blame anybody who's doing that. If you're in a postage stamp community, you have no choice but to really do that.
It's postmodernism, y'all. It's all part of the synthesized stock market. It's all postmodernism. And if we can synthesize life and synthesize our food and upload our conscious to the internet, hey, then you can, if you want to compost my body, dude, because my brain's on the net and it's all great, dude, that's what these freaks are talking about.
I know, it's scary.
I'm just telling you, when you synthesize everything, you become so disconnected that you think you can upload your consciousness to the cloud, y'all, and then they can compost your body to save the planet. I mean, that's what we're talking about.
Shira Vin says she climbed trees and built forts and all that stuff. Yeah, I mean, that's what we did growing up, right? As kids. Try to find out. I think there is something written on, like, how many percentage of children today, like, have never climbed a tree.
Exactly.
They've never even climbed a tree. They don't know what to do outside. Plus,
they go outside and they're like,
and then people want to ask you about your homeschool kids' socialization.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, your kids never climbed a tree. You want to talk to me about socialization?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, hey, try plugging into the real world.
I mean, the only thing that they know how to do is these, organized,
devices and stuff. Yeah.
Things like put them in an organized thing and activity, and they can do that. But just free.
They don't ever use their imagination.
Yeah,
too.
And it's a shame. It's all really sad. I mean, it's just, it is the way that it is. And you can't, it's not 1940s, and you can't just let all your kids ride down the street on bicycles and go play.
It's really hard. I don't want to, look, it requires sacrifice, it requires diligence, it requires an enormous amount of investing of time, energy, money, and it's hard.
Yep.
And it doesn't happen by accident. It happens on purpose, okay? And it's not easy.
It's easier, right? Because we've known lots of homeschool families that have gone back to putting their kids in Christian schools or
public school.
Nasty,
it's
dude.
Easier,
I know people, and they're putting their kids now
in public school.
They're putting their kids now in public school, and talk about brain dead. Okay, and those people, you reap what you sow, and those people,
it's terrible.
It's incredible.
It's a terrible.
And they know what they're doing.
Yeah, they do.
And wow. And how do you do that? How do you homeschool your kids like their whole life, and you have this conviction or whatever, or you have this paradigm, you think whatever, and then at the very end you flip-flop, right?
Yeah, when they're like 14, 15,
and then
teenager age.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
The most important
when it's most
time.
important.
Yeah.
When it's most important and they're most influenced.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
They're most moldable.
Yeah.
And
Well, I don't know. It would probably be pretty important, like when they're in kindergarten.
Well, that too.
In first grade, because then the teacher is trying to determine their gender.
Oh yeah, from cradle to the grave,
To cradle to grave.
Yeah, it's very important when they're coloring in their transgender coloring book, so that they can decide whether or not they need to take hormone therapies.
Yes.
To be able to swim in the girls' Olympics.
There you go.
Yeah, exactly.
What?
I love being throttled by the them tube, so I just
you.
cannot resist, and I have to say something.
Or maybe they don't have a gender. Maybe they're a furry.
Oh, a furry.
Right?
Yeah, maybe they're a furry. Can you imagine anybody?
Maybe like this one right here.
If you're sending look, I don't care how conservative your state is.
That's a
if
furry.
If you're sending your kid to public school,
there's furries.
You need to take you need more medication.
There's
all right,
furries
to cope
there.
with the results of what you're doing. Okay, and that's me. And sometimes you gotta say the mean stuff out loud.
Yep.
And people gotta hear it. And truth is offensive. And what is it? Truth is treason, and the empire lies. And welcome to murder.
Okay. So what do we like to do when we are relaxing? Well, we really like relaxing, not playing in the pond or anything like that, but just chilling out. We usually like to watch documentaries. So
we do watch lots of documentaries. education.
Yep. So that's
You
kind of
never
what we
stop
do.
learning.
That's normally what we do for relaxing. Let's see what else.
Amen, Texas Dad.
Iced tea for life. Yeah, for real.
I just can't get over the fact that people just give up, dude. They throw in the towel and they
It's
give
easier.
up. It is easier. It was way
It is
easier
so easy.
crashing on the couch and watching
It's
Sports Center.
easier.
Yep.
And now you can't even watch
I
Sports Center
can tell you,
because
yeah.
they got all these women on there
Oh, it's
dressed
nasty.
incredibly inappropriately, talking like dudes.
Yep.
Don't you love how women like? Have you heard Tulsi Gabbard? Don't you like women? You know, and they have to talk like, dude. If Tulsi Gabbard could grow a beard, dude, she'd straight up grow. If she could get away with it, Tulsi Gabbard. And I realize she's more. I would probably politically agree more with Tulsi Gabbard than I would with the Republicrats, but if you ever noticed, Tulsi Gabbard talks like this. And it's really weird. And if you do get to watch any television on the Black Mirror, and you see these women that act like men,
It's
they dress
scary.
like hookers, and they act like men, and they talk really low, and they act like, hey guys, did you see the basketball game? It's jacked up,
terrible.
dude.
It's messed
There's
up.
too much. It's plastic. It's the phytoestrogens in the water. I don't know.
But
I don't wanna
just
get
getting, just getting back to it. Tavina is just gonna keep amening you. So
That's a good one.
Tavina just wants to hear you preach on everything.
Have we ever watched The Biggest Little Farm? That is a super awesome
Yes.
movie / documentary. That is super super cool.
that was a neat one.
Yeah.
we enjoyed that.
Yeah.
It kind of played into the global warming.
Yeah, it
catastrophe,
did. It did.
But we chewed up the meat and spit out the bones.
Yeah.
on that one.
Yeah. I just liked all the filming aspects of it all. How they filmed everything.
Yeah. So I don't know
What
where
else?
we were. I'm not sure.
Where
I think it's just, people that homeschool and then decide to put their kids in Christian
Yeah.
school or
Ugh.
in a public
No.
school not because of any life circumstances,
No.
not because of any hard situations, just because
Their wife wanted to get a job.
they
Ugh.
prefer.
So they could have some extra income.
Well, no, they just want
Ugh.
the cookie cutter lifestyle.
Yeah.
They
Hi,
want-
Bob. Hi, Tom. Do you like the lawn?
They
There's no
wanna,
dandelions in the lawn,
like-
Tom. Oh, good. Oh, good. Do you like my new Nissan Maxima? Oh, it's beautiful rims, Margaret. Yeah, it's beautiful. Thanks, Tom. Thanks, Bob. I think I'm going to put a fountain in the front yard.
See, I'm trying to,
Dumb.
this is
Dumb. Break out of it. See, the reason that I'm caustic and offensive is because your reality, you need to be shaken. You need to be shaken.
Yep.
You need to be, wake up, people.
Carolyn's sorry. It's okay, Carolyn.
Just sorry.
You just caught me on a,
Just have a T-shirt that says sorry.
Sorry.
I am going to make a t-shirt that says, and if I offended
Andy's
you,
off.
I apologize. And if I offended you, I apologize.
You do need a t-shirt.
Yeah, and if I offended you, I apologize.
Yes.
That too.
You do need a t-shirt. There are new t-shirts on the website. Go check them out, guys. Texas
Dad
Tech
2020.
Yeah, right.
That would be hysterical.
Yeah, that would be way too
Davina
real,
just
y'all.
wants you to keep preaching on everything. No, Davina, no. I had a great conversation with Dad, and we talked for hours on it. Okay. I like what you stand for. Oh, thanks, Paul. You're in the minority, Paul.
But that's okay.
That's okay.
The beauty of this whole YouTube thing is we've always approached it. I said, and these guys were super little, and I'm like, look, YouTube is alphabet. This is a government psyop, social media, social engineering
Where?
thing, right?
No,
And
Oh,
so
yes.
this will always be, it'll always be them tube, right? And it always will be. And
Them tube.
we're gonna try to encourage and help and reach as many people
Yep.
as possible, and
As fast as possible.
and subscribers. Who gives a flying rip about subscribers or any of
Hey,
it?
but we love our subscribers.
I
What are you
love all
No,
of our
yeah,
subscribers.
yeah.
I love everyone that hates me, and every
Listen,
Jezebel.
There you go.
Listen,
I'm gonna
we
stop
don't-
now.
We
Whoa.
don't have any.
Whoa.
Somebody censor him, please.
I push my own censor button.
Fact checked Blur
He
here.
needs editing.
You need a mask with fact check
He
on it.
needs some editing. Oh my. Okay. Who do you agree with? Do you have any friends that you agree with?
No.
Do you agree with any
Steve-O, I agree with Steve-O. Steve-O, you still on here? Jacob, I agree with Brother Jacob. Brother Jacob.
Okay. So,
So,
that's two
two
people
people.
on planet
Two
Earth.
On planet Earth, there you go.
It's a small planet.
Continue. You're laughing.
Now, this would be an interesting Zoom meeting. Yes, it would be.
Yeah, that's
Music
awesome.
plays to your blog.
There are neighborhood homeschools that you can do a little backyard, backyard garden and farm and all that, and your kids will find things to do. Give them a hose, dig a hole, and give them a muddy hole to play in.
That's what we did.
Kids will find things to do if you give them ample time to play and find things to do. Most kids do not have just free, uninterrupted time to play.
Yeah.
So it is possible.
And kids need to find something that they like and be able to pour their energy and effort into it and go after it and decide whether it's worth investing their time and energy and effort into. And they have to have the freedom to do that. And it's not always the safest thing. Sorry for Karen's. Okay, if any of you are named Karen, please plug your ears right now.
Right now, plug them.
Right now, any safety sallies or are there any safety sallies that
Put your
it's not always going to be the safest thing.
safety glasses.
All right.
And
And I don't know if you remember the 1950s, but I don't, but I've read books and I've seen pictures. All right, and you don't, sometimes life's dangerous, y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Life's dangerous. You don't try to be stupid. You don't try to be like Matt and blow out your ankles and your shoulders and all that stuff.
We want to keep them safe and supervised and all of that. But yeah, I mean, real life is
yeah,
real.
a little bit. Yeah.
You purchase honey by the pound from our website when it's back in stock.
Yes. Hey, send us an email
will be
if
back in
you're
stock
looking for a bulk
Within a couple.
deal.
If you're looking for a bulk deal, yeah.
Email us.
Yes.
100%.
Yes, we could.
We want to get that out for
And
y'all.
Farmersville, I don't think is that far away, so we could even maybe, I don't know. It depends on how much you want.
Yeah.
I don't think Farmersville is that far away. I don't think
Yeah.
so.
I don't
We
know.
always say that, and it's like 5
I know
hours
it's always
away.
at least 3 or 4 hours away.
Also, if anybody needs any little fuzzy, frizzled, sizzled, white rooster,
Worthless.
I have a white rooster that needs a home. He's very cute, but he's trying to mate my ducks because he's confused.
Oh dear.
He doesn't have any hens.
Cause and effect.
He doesn't have any friends. He's he's got socialization problems. Sorry, we need to get off of here. We're getting
North of
really
Dallas, a
goofy.
little east of Princeton. Huh, I didn't know there was a Princeton, Texas. Do you get tornadoes? Not really.
Oh, stop it. We just had a tornado. He's
Like
in denial
20
of everything.
miles away from
Really?
here.
No,
Dude, it wasn't a
even.
tornado.
It wasn't 20
Dude,
miles.
it was
in
like
our town.
it was like yeah, it was in our town
And
and
it
it ripped up like 10 or 15 houses.
Nah, it
Yes.
was like a little.
The only people that got hurt were in
breeze.
trailer house because a trailer house ain't a house.
Right.
It was a little
I'm just saying, I
breeze.
ain't mocking anybody in a trailer house.
Straight
Dude,
Hollywood.
I'm just
Hey,
saying,
Here's the thing.
if you live in a tornadoville,
This
don't
house
live in
is like a trailer house.
This house would
okay?
have gotten
No.
destroyed.
No.
It would have got destroyed, but we wouldn't have got dead.
How would you know that?
Because I'm
He
a
doesn't know
professional and
that.
expert.
No, he doesn't know that.
I'm a professional.
this is
I'm a
absolute-
construction
Are you
professional.
like Ryan Hall?
No, but I'm a
professional?
professional
I think he's
construction
Have
person.
you seen the foundation of this house? It's built like
he's in
professionals.
denial. It's
Okay.
okay. He doesn't know. There's no tornadoes in Texas. I don't know what you heard. I don't know where you've heard that misinformation.
Here comes the storm shelter question. And we had a storm shelter, y'all.
We had
But
one.
then
we
there
lost
was
it.
there was not a tornado.
But then there was a tornado. And the kind, generous people that were giving us the storm shelter said, wait a minute, maybe I shouldn't do that.
We just used it last
and
night.
it works because there was no tornado anyway, right?
Right, exactly.
There is no tornado.
Not that big a deal. Anybody that
There
is
is no
scared of
tornado.
tornadoes,
There is no tornado.
I mean,
There is no
it's
tornado.
good. It keeps the population down.
We're not in like Tornado Valley.
No, I'm saying it keeps them from moving here. There you go.
Who?
I don't know, but people are afraid of tornadoes. Dude,
That's the
when all
first
those
question.
tornadoes hit, they hit here, they hit Minnesota,
Yeah.
they hit from here to Minnesota to Tennessee. Like, where are you going to
Kentucky,
move? Any great,
Illinois,
any good state
Indiana.
gets good tornadoes. So, like, that's all part of the fact that shows that it's a good state, right?
We got poisonous snakes. We got tornadoes.
Snapping turtles, alligators,
Alligators.
lions, bears, tigers, oh my.
Grasshoppers like the plague. So.
Well, you could be a concrete jungle and have meth heads and crackheads and lions and tigers and bears. Oh my! I mean,
I'm
what's-
terrified
what's
of
the
you.
difference? I'm terrified of crackheads.
See,
and
I'm-
meth heads.
Stop! Stop! He doesn't know when. To
I'm more
stop.
terrified of wildfires than tornadoes, though.
Yes,
Like
me too.
That's yeah.
And crackheads and meth heads.
Sherry said yikes.
Yeah.
Yikes is right. Try to do it. Try
Really?
to do a video.
I'm from California.
Try to do.
Tigers.
Tigers and bears, yes.
Yeah, we got them right.
We
here.
actually have mountain lions.
And
actually.
Black Panthers.
And Black Panthers, actually. Ah, Mark.
Black Panthers.
Yes, we actually do. Mark Edwards. I've watched Tornado Chasers. They can suck up whole countries at
Counties.
once. Oh, counties. I was gonna say
Countries.
countries. I'm like, oh
That's
my
a big
goodness.
tornado.
That is a big tornado. That's more like a hurricane. Okay.
Countries.
I
Yeah,
was
they
gonna
just
say, I was
sucked up
like,
that
dang.
country.
There goes Marco.
There goes America.
That is a big
Dude, I knew it. I kept calling it. Roe v. Wade. Watch this.
They haven't gotten that good with
No.
weather modification.
Not
Not
yet.
yet.
Not yet.
Coming. They trying.
Just gotta keep
They ain't
walking.
no one saying they ain't trying.
We're launching a couple more suns before that.
The Documentaries Over Finances, The Trust Game was a 10-part series by True Stream Media.
We can send one to DC, definitely.
I wish. They'll never sick it on their own, y'all. The District of Criminals
Why
is
is
never
there
gonna.
never any tornadoes in DC?
Why
I know.
do you think?
They have
It's like a
invisible
force field. Yeah, force
They're like
field.
they're got their little game controller.
Get this far.
They just like keep flinging them out here to Texas. Okay.
I can't see, so you're gonna have
Do we
to.
live? I mean, yeah, we believe. You know, the whole point of multi-generational living is that was the reality. I mean,
Yep.
multi-generational, and that's Joel Salatin's point of his Stacking Fiefdoms, and John Moody has written books about this, about family living. It's not about, you know, in this in modern synthesized world of suburbia.
Yep.
It's like I'm gonna turn 18 and then I'm an adult and I'm gonna fly away from here as far as I can get. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And it's the opposite.
Yeah.
One, of what we want, and two, it's the opposite of community.
Yeah.
And
Right.
Well, and long term, like property, they're not making any more land, and on top of that, property prices are going through the roof.
by design.
So, and that's all by design. So if it's like starting over every
Right.
single time for all these families that just
by
think
design.
think, oh, yep, you turned 18. The property that we live on. Nope, that's our property. That's not your property. So go get your own property. Then those people have to start all back over again. And then they were like, well, mom and dad didn't share their property with us, so we're not going to really share our property with our kids. So it goes on and on and on
And
and
I
on.
think that's like a big thing. I mean, ever since we moved here, one of the giant things that we instilled in the kids is that this is your house, this is your land.
Yep.
This is your property. Those are your trees. You know, we had somebody talk to us about harvesting some trees and doing some clearing for us. I said, you need to talk to the kids. Like, that's their land. They have to be okay with it. You need to make up a contract with them. Like, this is, so when they want to build a building or they want to move a shed or they want to construct something, like, it's theirs. So they're building on top of, they're not going to walk away from this because this is all of their work.
Right,
that they
they've
put
invested their
into
blood,
it.
sweat, and tears along with everybody else, you know.
Right.
And I tell my kids, I change your diapers, and you're going to change my diapers. You know, you're not going to put me in the assisted living.
Yeah.
But I might.
Right.
No, I'm just I'm teasing.
She's
I'm
just
teasing.
joking.
I'm
She's not
teasing.
kidding, y'all.
Oh my soul.
More people are waking up, but
Yeah.
they need to wake up a little bit faster.
Yeah, and I think they need to. I mean, the interesting thing about there's a lot of very incredibly godless, lost people that are seeing the truth and the reality,
Yep.
but they can't connect the dots back to creation and
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
It's kind of fascinating.
Yeah.
It's a very interesting time in history. I'll put it that way. Yeah, very interesting time in history. Yeah, and then there's a lot of professing Christians that are so like synthetic and PlayStation 3 and Disney World and Disneyland and ESPN and you're just like, hey, wait a minute. So this lost atheist guy can see the whole bread and circus sports ball thing, and he can like say, hey, Rome's burning, right? And it's bread and circuses, and they're just trying to distract you, right? But then the professing Christian that supposedly reads his Bible every day and all that stuff, no, man, I'm going to the basketball game. Well, I won't get going on basketball because I would love to talk about professional basketball, and it's more degenerate. Well, it's incredible. But anyway, I'll self-censor myself.
Where are Texas grandma and grandpa? Well, that's the thing.
We have lots of them. You know what? Like the Lord has
Mhm.
really blessed us, I think, with the place that we are, and He does make up this hedge, and we
Yeah.
have like these amazing older people
Yep.
that really just love and enjoy the kids and
Yeah.
just get to
Yep.
like share in whatever
Yeah.
they're doing, like
Yeah.
if it's sawmilling,
Yeah.
if it's milling, if it's just different
Yeah, my
things.
dad would have loved, a lot of part of my dream was developing this for my dad to see it. My dad passed away last year, and I tried like the Dickens to get my mom to move down here. She just
Yeah.
wasn't going to do it.
Yeah.
And so, and my mom's health isn't that great right now, but so that's where my parents are. My dad passed away, and my mom is, not doing so great.
Yeah.
And she's in her 80s, so.
And and my side of the family, they all live really far away.
Yeah.
They come visit when they can, but they live really far away. So but the Lord has provided these, like, He does. He just He gives you these blessings of other people. So
Sorry.
where are we at? I can't see, so you're gonna have to read my eyes.
Okay. Here. Okay.
Somebody said, I see Addie said her 20-year-old is allowed to stay as long as she contributes, and she can stay there
For
forever.
real.
Yes. That's how it, if you look at, we like watching Darcy Isabella sometimes. I know she's had lots of health things going on, but they had that same idea and concept of their family. Like, their adult children stayed and lived with them as long as they needed to, and they were just family.
When your kids, young adults, I can't remember how incredible, I thought I knew so much, and I knew so very little. And, I couldn't just imagine not having my dad and not having that resource and that wisdom. And it's so insane to me how people just aren't, people just want to fly away. And
that's the other thing too with the whole programming thing. All the movies, all the Hollywood stuff, it promotes all that.
Rebellion.
And on top of that, they promote that the whole family unit, and the dad's super stupid.
Yeah.
Dad's the idiot. The mom's this Jezebel, crazy, loud, brawly lady. and the kids are like, oh my goodness, I gotta get out of here. This is crazy. You know, my parents are terrible, and that's what they promote. So
yeah, so they get programmed long
Yeah.
enough, and they think that's reality.
Yep.
We got 108 people.
I know, this is outstanding.
Yeah, and I think the ownership thing is a big part of it. You know, of just letting the kids have ownership of it. You know,
Yeah.
letting you do it,
Yeah.
and sitting back and watching it, supporting it, encouraging you in it, but like we're not like dictating to you what
No.
you need to do. You don't have like this list of things that
No.
are required of you every day. Like I usually ask you guys, like, so what's your plans for today, right?
Yeah.
I say that like every morning. So what are you thinking about doing today? A lot of days I miss it. I don't even know because I'm doing something else.
Yeah.
So I'll say, what did you work on today? What did you get done today? You know, and then they'll tell me.
Sorry.
Right, yeah. Well, one we're saying is something about specialization. You know, people, and they do that on purpose. That was a college tactic to make everybody specialize, so that you're so niche specialized, you're good at nothing. You know, and so if your little cookie cutter degree and brand that you got didn't work, like you were basically totally worthless and useless. You know, rather than the whole polymath approach where you study and you apply and work in many fields, you know what I mean, and develop skills. Mr. Solus.
And Judith, what are we talking about?
What are we talking about?
That's what I ask myself all the time. What am I talking about again?
What are we doing right now?
Life.
Life.
It's very easy.
Life stuffs and the things.
Sorry.
What's the new T-shirt say, Texas Mom?
It says,
Oh, yep. Go ahead.
love your people, do all the things, rejoice in the Lord.
That's from that's from a native. That's Christine Taylor's saying, and Matt
I've adopted it.
Yeah, and Texas Mom adopted it, and Matt made it into a T-shirt, so
Yeah.
you can enjoy it.
Yes. Rejoice in the Lord. We always have a reason to rejoice
Yeah.
in the Lord.
Let's see.
Yep.
All right, y'all. We've been on a long time now.
We gotta go eat dinner.
What are you doing for your mom?
What are we gonna do for Mother's Day?
We're doing something.
Yeah, we're doing something very special
We
for
actually
Mother's
are.
Day.
So, what are we doing?
We make Texas Mom feel special every day.
Every day.
Every
Yeah.
day is Mother's Day here. No, we don't really do a lot. Like, guys, we're not really like those super sentimental
No.
people. Sorry,
No.
I'm not trying to offend anybody.
We're sentimental.
We're doing
I mean, we're sentimental about life, and
Yeah, it's not like all those special like days. We don't
Yeah.
really.
it's all part of the paradigm, right? Because like when you're so busy and you're so compartmentalized, and everybody's doing their own stuffs, right? And you're separate, then we need these special days to make Mom feel special, because we ignore the rest of the year.
Exactly.
And I'm not. I understand emotionalism,
Yeah.
but this is a lot around a lot of these celebrations. It's I don't know if you knew this or not, but it is translateral, partially European, with mutated genes, Woman's Octopus Month. I think it is. I think that's tomorrow.
No,
it's not Mother's Day. Have you noticed that there's like this month is
Yeah.
like
Asian,
cross-eyed
Pacific.
Eskimo month,
Yeah.
and then next month is like the people with 6 toes month,
We gotta get him off here.
and it's
He's
just weird, y'all. All right.
He can't.
It's what is it?
He can't.
What is
See you,
it?
Rick. Hey, Rick, I apologize for assuming that you were Meat Chickens.
Yeah, man.
Meat Chickens is a good friend of mine, and he doesn't talk to me anymore. Meat Chickens, if you're out there, I love you, buddy. Where are you, Meat Chickens? Come back. Pick up the phone, Meat Chickens.
Yeah, it's crazy. He's great. He's ornery, is what he is.
It's
Pizza day.
He's a day.
Oh yeah.
I think
there was,
Pizza Day should coincide with Mother's Day. Wouldn't that be great?
It's
It's like
2:30 a.m.
every
over here.
Mother's Day was also Pizza Day, and then you wouldn't have to worry about just getting pizza.
There you go. There was. Do you want your kids to go to college?
I don't know. Do you want to go to college?
Do I want to undo everything that I've worked so hard to do? No, I don't. I don't want to go to the postmodern Jesuit infiltrated
Woke.
higher whatever.
Woke.
No, I have no interest in my kids being a socialist, a communist, a Jesuit, a postmodern, or a post-truth. So
Furry.
I don't. Yeah, and I don't want them to be a furry or a transgender or et al. Or
These
the
are
rest of
them.
the stuff, where it's going, the end of the road. Yeah.
Or a southeastern octopus.
Yeah, or Southeastern Octopus Day on
Oh
May
my.
23rd.
Oh
I know most jobs want a paper, and that's why those jobs aren't worth having.
Nope.
The jobs that want the papers, they just aren't worth having. And the beauty of all this reset, for lack of a better word, is that it's in an attempt to dissolve
Yep.
Western society. It's literally revealing what is important in Western society,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
it's going to make Western society great again, in the sense that people can see what's important. Oh, hey, wait, Walmart don't got nothing on the shelves. What are we gonna do? Well, I best grow something,
Mm-hmm.
right? Wow, it's called realization of reality. Okay, and so there's beauty in that. There's also incredible amount of value in that, and then something that, because of all the manipulation, was not profitable may now be profitable. All right, so
Yeah, and most jobs that want paper, they want to poke you too. So most of them. Anyway.
yes, yeah, exactly.
The Klaus Schwab.
Wilmer knows about old Klaus, huh?
Is
Yeah.
this a iPad? Yes. Sadly, this is the Apple
Yeah, and it's all they're just trying to
stink pad.
they're trying to break us. It is what it is.
Yep.
That's why we do what we do. And that's why we
30 cents.
that's why we think differently. That's why we talk
What is it?
differently.
What is
That's why
I'm
we
trying
act
to read it.
Sorry.
What a good response about college.
Oh.
In Quebec, we have between high school and university, exactly what you said, and a communist maker. Yes.
differently. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to know how we turn communists? Like, you send your kids off to school, they come back communists. I mean, look at this right left thing, right? And I'm not right or left. It's about right and wrong. It's not about right and left. But like, all these left hippies, where are these anti-war hippies,
Yeah, for
right?
real.
That were against Vietnam? Where are they? They are all about, let's blow up Russia. It's the biggest joke. It's a joke. The left is a joke, and the right's a bigger joke, because
Yeah.
they're both a joke. And I don't believe any of them. And they're all fake, and they're all in it together.
Yep.
And until Christians, if Christians will stop puking out this right-wing trash,
Yeah.
and just realize that, like this whole Roe v. Wade thing, this is to invoke civil war. Ain't nothing gonna happen. They are gonna kill babies, all right? They've been killing babies, and they're gonna keep killing babies, and they ain't gonna stop killing babies, and they're not gonna stop funding the killing of babies.
Yep.
They're not gonna do it. Now, I pray that it wasn't so, but I recognize reality, okay? And they are not going to stop killing babies.
Yep.
It's very lucrative, and the federal government's going to fund it. And Trump said, blah, 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 not going to, and he funded Planned Parenthood.
Yep. There you go.
And they can say whatever they want, but you watch what they do, And we can all talk a good game, but if our words and our actions don't meet, we're liars, and we're hypocrites, and we're fake. And I'm not interested in participating. It's you know what it is? You know what voting is? You know what federal politics is? It's the little plastic steering wheel in the back seat.
Yep.
You're like, oh, Johnny, you want to drive, Johnny? You can drive. Oh, hey, Daddy, beep, beep. Look at me, I can vote. I voted today. Beep, beep,
Yep.
beep.
It's the best analogy.
And the guy that drives the car is like, watch this. Just buckle your seatbelt, Johnny. And that's American politics, all right? I mean, how? Andrew Yang, oh, he's a communist. He wants basic universal income. What happens? Trump pumps money right in everybody's checking account. Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. Now, how are we going to fix this gas thing? We're going to pump money into everybody's checking account.
Yeah.
We're going to give you $150.
That's like
that'll fix it.
that. Somehow, that's like the best thing now. That's how we're gonna fix everything. Is just throw money at it.
And it's the same thing. I mean, there's a lot of lost people that have woken up to this fake political paradigm, and they see it. And then you got all these dumb Christians, and you got all these dumb pastors, and they'll say, "Yeah, but those libtards," and I think libtards are libtards, but I think the Republitards are just as libtarded as the libtards. I mean, it's the same thing. It's just the Republicans say what the Christians want to hear, just like printing "In God We Trust" on the money. You know, they did that in the 50s, right? They did that in the 50s to manipulate the Christians. And guess what they did? They just took it off. You know this new Fed coin? What in tech we trust.
In tech we trust. Gov we trust.
Yeah, in tech we trust.
Yep.
They're going to upload your brain to the internet and compost your body.
Yep, sell your soul. Two wings, same bird.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
Print more money.
And what, you know, when it comes to finance and all this stuff, there is not. I haven't been able to find one person. You want to talk about common ground and not chopping us up and dicing us up and blowing up the whole deal? Is abolish the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve is not federal. It's not a reserve. The Federal Reserve is creating this hyperinflationary period that they're supposed to be in charge of eliminating. So left, right, middle, conservative, liberal, hey, let's all agree to abolish the Federal Reserve. We'll all riot in the streets, right? We'll all protest in the streets, blow it all up, right? Ain't gonna do it. Ain't gonna do it. Ain't nobody gonna do it.
You seem to hold these views quite strongly, Texas Dad. Why is that? Why?
I'm sorry.
And yeah, she's gonna go feed her kids cereal now.
Well, if you have a view and you don't hold it strongly, what's the point of having it?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, the views that I hold are from my very short existence.
I just entered your live chat. Yeah, that would, yep. East Tennessee.
Someone said voting is not real anymore? Question.
Yeah, voting hasn't been real since voting machines. That's what's crazy is they act like they stuffed the ballot boxes last time. There's been all these documentaries about how these voting machines are rigged, and way before that it was rigged. Politics is rigged. Mark Twain said if voting did something, they wouldn't let you do it. Mark Twain, that was like, what? That was like late 1800s. If voting mattered, they wouldn't let you do it. Who's he talking about? They, them, those? He's not talking about Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos. He's talking about the real, and I mean, Bill Gates got real money. Ethan must have. We're talking about people that got real money, no face and no name.
I'm gonna ask him this.
Yeah.
All right, James, because you haven't really talked this whole time.
Yeah.
So, what jobs would you recommend for a young guy to get?
What jobs would you recommend for a young guy?
A young guy, not an old guy, to get into.
Depends on who you are. Or
Depends
what
on
you
the
like
guy?
Doing. Yeah.
But yeah, which ones would you recommend though?
Any job that doesn't rely on, like, any job that you can do, that you like doing easily. Like, any job, like, you can do carpentry. I mean, there's so many jobs you have to do without that you can learn yourself easily. And just keep trying jobs until you find out which one that you really like. Because the job that you like to do, you can do really good.
Good advice.
Go to a local nursery and try there and get a lot of knowledge. Oh, working at a local nursery, that's a good idea. Welding is good money.
Yes, all of us boys know how to weld. And we went on a really big, I actually worked for 6 months on a welding rig job. And that's what we did. We just welded. And there's good money in it.
Poor Wilmer is a starving musician. Wilmer, are you starving? Are you a starving musician? No, maybe he's a very successful, lucrative musician.
A job that's too much like work. Coal welding.
Cool with K. All right, y'all. Well, if nobody has any questions for
The 1 millionth time.
I think we're going to sign off.
Look at that. We have like 94 people and we have 103 thumbs up. That is awesome.
Now, why do y'all have matching shirts?
Okay, we just got them
we got them today.
So
we got them today.
So we ripped off our other shirts and put them on.
You never showed them your belt buckles.
No. All right, you show them yours.
Okay.
Show 'em
Wow,
my
this is gonna be.
Go ahead.
These are the belt buckles we
If
got
you
for our
stayed,
neighbor.
this is worth it. All right.
Well, there's like 94 people on still.
This is my belt buckle. I just got it from our
Got
neighbor
it.
who.
Yeah,
Kneel down.
kind of kneel down and get closer to it.
There you go.
It's
Bull riding belt buckle.
That was a bull riding belt buckle.
Yep.
They're gonna
And
have to
then
pause
this
it.
is yeah, this is mine there.
Remembrance belt.
Yeah, this is a remembrance belt buckle. This was I forget what he did in the rodeo, but he died of cancer, so they made 2 belt buckles. So this is a one of a kind belt buckle. So that was super cool. Yep. So we have a legit Texas belt buckle. So.
But he's got a super fancy belt buckle.
And yep, Buddy has one too.
What are we having for dinner tonight,
I
Texas?
don't know.
We'll
Texas
Texas
mom
mom.
doesn't know.
I don't know.
Do we?
Texas
We
mom.
never know.
We
what we're
never
having.
know what we're having.
Come on.
It's a surprise.
Surprise.
Judith wants you to do more videos about biblical womanhood.
Did you make those belts? No. Ariat did actually. They did it just for me.
Oh, Northern Ireland. Oh, good evening.
Made dinner for mom. We usually do actually.
We normally do like 5.
Chris wants to know, can Texas Dad start up on another good rant asking for Texas Mom?
Ice cream. I thought you went to bed. Ice cream.
Yeah, Rick. I thought you left.
Captain
buddy.
Crunch.
You went to Captain Crunch ice cream.
Smoothies. We could all have smoothies except Dad. He either gets brain freezes and can't drink the smoothie and doesn't fill him up.
He's already had
Doesn't
his-
fill
We have a very
He's
small
had
brain.
smoothie
It
today.
freezes
We've had
freezes.
smoothies. We're gonna have food.
How's
So-
We're gonna have
Buddy's-
real food for dinner.
How's Buddy's tanning doing?
It's doing good. It's
Yeah.
coming along. He has his chaps now. We showed them in the last live stream.
He has a bag.
He wore them all day long today. His furry chaps.
Oh, and he went riding today.
Yep,
too.
he went riding in them. And then the rest of his hide's doing good. The hair off hide was in the
Yeah,
water solution a little
Too
too
long.
long.
The leather
So
tanning didn't.
he's gonna have to try it again on another cow.
Carlos loves Texas Dad Uncensored. Well, you're one of the minority, Carlos. All right.
If you ask just a little question, you're gonna get everything.
You'll get a whole answer. And I'm gonna start in the late. I'm gonna start with the Frankfurt School in the 1700s. All right, and then we'll work forward.
See y'all.
Check. Andrew Connor enjoys watching, even though I'm an extreme liberal and oppose almost all of your views. That is awesome. Hey, at least you have the clarity of thought to participate in the conversation.
Exactly.
Most people can't handle it. All right. So I appreciate Andrew Connor that we can have a conversation.
Super cool.
Freedom of speech.
All right, y'all. Texas Mom, she's gonna make us something for dinner, or I'm gonna beat her.
There you
All
go.
right? That's how we do it around
on
here.
camera.
Live on the GooTubes. Rule of thumb, y'all. Look it up. All right.
Oh my goodness.
That's our parting shots from a crazy Texas dad.
What's for dinner?
Rule of thumb. Check
We
it out.
don't know.
Look it up.
How many times do you
Stop
Don't
asking.
Google it. It probably won't show up on Google anymore.
If you,
All right. So maybe, and don't DuckDuckGo it because it won't work there either.
Nope.
Maybe put it in a Brave browser, or I don't know anymore, y'all.
good night. Good night. Good night. Take care. Thanks.
Nikki
for,
C.
Up.
Thanks.
You're
for-
gonna have to rewatch it.
You're gonna have to watch it, rewatch it, Nikki C. You're
Thanks.
a day late and a dollar short.
for the
well,
super chats.
Green fiat, yeah.
Good
Well,
night.
we're all a day and a dollar short, so we're all feeling the pain. All right, see y'all. Have a good night.
Dinner question.